You went to the store, you got yourself some flowers, you're home, and now what do? In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to process your flowers, get the best vase life out of your flowers, and make a really pretty arrangement with grocery store flowers. So go ahead and subscribe now so you don't miss any other videos upcoming that we're gonna make about flowers. All right, we've got our roses laid out on the table, and the first thing we're gonna do is take our rose thorn stripper and we're gonna hook it onto the stem. We are gonna pull down any of the foliage that looks sad or that's gonna be below our water line, because extra foliage takes away from the flower petals. The energy goes into the foliage instead of into the petals itself, and the flowers die quicker when they are trying to feed the foliage as well. So we're gonna strip off all of the leaves or anything that's extra that we don't need. We're gonna cut our flower at a 45-degree angle. We're gonna put it in the water and we're gonna let it rest while I fix up the rest of them. Also, while we're doing that step, we're gonna take off any of the leaves that aren't looking super happy. Roses are easy to bruise, and so they get that brownie looky color on their petals. So we're just gonna strip off any of the petals that aren't looking great, and then we're gonna stick it right here while we do that. So it can soak up water. It's gonna take a big drink of water because I cut that stem. Big drink of water, and it's gonna rehydrate itself right now. All right, we're gonna move on to our carnations. They've got some pink, some deeper color, purpley, deeper purple, and then some white. And I'm really excited to have the variety of color going on. And just going through here, as you can see, there's a broken one right there. I'm just gonna take it all the way off, so we're not gonna see that broken flower hanging down. We're just gonna perk these flowers back up. Again, we're gonna cut these ones too. And when I'm cutting just a little off the bottom. I'm not arranging with them yet. I'm just cutting them so they can rehydrate really quickly while I try to bring them back to life. So again, there's one right here that's just kind of hanging down. That one's gonna be in the water. We're gonna strip any leaves that will be in the water level. Okay, all of our flowers have been processed. The greenery or the leaves or the foliage has been stripped off. They've been cut at a 45-degree angle. They've taken a big drink of water. They've sat, they've rested, and now they are ready for me to arrange with. I'd say let them rest in a cool place for about an hour with a very clean vase, container, vessel, whatever you want to call it, vase. You want it clean enough that you would drink out of it. Then we're gonna open our flower food packet. And we are gonna put it in here and we're gonna let it dissolve for a minute. You can even mix it. I'll just use my scissors and I can mix it in there real good. You don't want it to be clumpy. Otherwise it can gum up the end of the flower stems and they won't be able to suck up any water and they'll just die right away. Okay, so I picked these up because they have the most greenery on them. So we're gonna use these to begin with. So I'm gonna cut them lower because I want them to be at the bottom of our arrangement. And I'm gonna save a couple of these back so that way I can incorporate them in so our arrangement feels uniform throughout, or at least like it all belongs together. We're building a pretty large arrangement today, which is kind of really fun. So I've got lots, I picked up lots of flowers so we can kind of, there we go. So this side is already higher. I don't know if you can see that. So that's gonna be really great and that will be our taller side, and it'll go shorter, higher, and then we'll have some height in between. Okay, so now I'm gonna probably bring in a couple of our roses. So here we go, we've got some white roses. These are gonna be our main flower along with our mums. And I'm gonna just put them throughout, I should say. I don't know if you can see that one. So we're gonna go, they're gonna be just a little bit higher, if not the same height as our base. And that way we can just keep building layers as we build this arrangement. Maybe one more white one. Okay, now I'm gonna add a mum or two right in here, and I'm gonna keep going a little bit shorter still. I'm not quite ready to bring that height up. I think I want this one shorter in the back. I'm just gonna bring it down. Oh, there we go. And maybe this one in the front a little bit shorter. I want them facing out. There we go. I'm gonna put this a little bit shorter than that. Just right here to add some color and some texture. Okay, and then I'm gonna add another one. I want a taller one right here. I'm gonna snip it just a little bit. When I cut that flower, again, it just takes a big drink of water and it helps hydrate it. We're gonna pull this down a little bit more, right into here. Okay, perfect. Then I kind of want one in the back, and it can be shorter because I'm using it as, I don't know if you can see that, right down in there. I'm gonna use it just to help fill out that base and give it a good sturdy base. Okay, I'm gonna add some carnations. So let me move this vase over here so I can reach these. These have a lot of color. They're gonna brighten up our arrangement. I don't know if you can see that, kind of a brighter pink. We're gonna put them throughout the whole thing. And like I said, you're gonna strip any foliage off of your flowers. The reason we do this is because anything that sits in water gets soggy, and that then creates the bacteria and it starts to rot and your flowers will die. So we want to strip anything off that's not going to be in the water. We also want to start with a vase that doesn't have too much water in it. Yeah, we want to water our flowers, but we don't want them sitting in a bunch of water. It will make them soggy, the whole stem. The further up the stem that sits in the water, the more likely you are that it will rot. So we just want a little bit of water in our vessel. All right, here's some white. Whoops. All right, now we're gonna use this deeper color to add some height on this side, kind of in the middle, and some color, some dimension in there. I didn't pick up any spiky flowers. I normally like to use those. I'm gonna turn this so you can see what I can see. I'm gonna add some white right down in here. Then I'll turn this in just a minute so you can kind of get a good look at what I am seeing. All right, let's see if we can use some of these roses. All right, now we've got ourselves a beautiful arrangement. It's very tall. It's something you could put on an end table or a bookshelf. Very beautiful on a kitchen island. Super pretty, really fun, and super easy. Anyone can do it. With grocery store flowers, you can make beautiful things. And I hope that you bring flowers into your home this January. Subscribe, keep learning flower things, seeing beautiful flower things, and I can't wait to see you guys on the next video.